Hey everyone, it's Kristen with the Bossy Sauce podcast and blog. Anyways, I just started gardening for the first time ever in my life, really. I've done a couple of indoor plants successfully and not. And one of the first things that I actually started with was planting potatoes. And I realized that potatoes just want to survive. So I figured I would just show you guys a couple of the things that I learned. I'm not an expert gardener, and it really just, it's not like the biggest success in the world, but there are all of these, videos out there that show how to garden from pros, and I think they're missing a couple of the things, maybe because they're experts in their field, and maybe they're not as enthralled by all of the pieces of the process. And so I just really wanted to show you what it was like. And so I planted these about 2.5 months ago. I did learn from some great online videos that once the potatoes start drooping over is a good time to harvest. Now, I did plant it in a bucket. I live in Berkeley, and so my patio is 500 square feet, but my yard is about 50. And so I do a lot more gardening on my patio. I do have a garden bed down in my little tiny yard, but so I wanted to show you what it was like. These are some of the potatoes. This is actually one of the bigger potatoes that came out of the harvest. This is actually a small, little tiny little nug that came out. And so a lot of these are, don't ask me what type of potatoes these are. I get the weekly delivery and these kind of wilted, some potatoes wilted. And so I cut them up into wedges and planted them, and that's what the harvest came out. So 2.5 months ago. So this is, you can see I'm digging this out of the soil. This is one of the potato wedges that I had planted before. And then I'm going to show you a couple of the other things that came from that. So when I planted that wedge, I'm digging up now. Here's the greenery that comes out, and this is what the plant actually looked like from the potato wedge that I planted. You can virtually just cut some potato wedges in quarters. I have some new ones here to show you guys. I also have these. I cut some of these, the eyes off potatoes that I made like a week ago and put it in a paper bag for when I was ready to actually grow. And you can still see, I mean, potatoes really want to grow. So you can see that these are fine a week later. I got lazy and I didn't do it yet. But I'm going to plant these today. But I want to show you that pretty much any potato except for sweet potatoes. So I wanted to show this. I'm not going to do any sweet potato stuff today, but these are sweet potato slips. And you pretty much have to put sweet potato half in water, let it sit in warm temperature, and these little slips will come out. And that's a different thing that I'll do another day, but I wanted to show you that you can't do that with sweet potatoes. It's pretty much every other kind of potato except for sweet potatoes. But I'm gonna dig up and see if I can find a potato for you guys just to show what the harvest is like. All right, let's see here. See if we can find one. Oh, there's a couple little nuggets right here. So this is how easy it is. You literally just plant wedges, and 2.5 months later you can dig up little tiny potatoes. But they're free. All you need is good soil, a pot, and some wilting potatoes that you have in your house. Cool. Well, if you are interested in some more of my figure it out gardening or some of my other lifestyle and stories that I'm telling, you can visit thebossysauce.com. I'll put the link down next to the video. Have a good day and happy figure it out gardening. Bye.